refresh the page and go to it now. I should have just done this right away. I had to fix the chat.
Is it the same one?
It will be a different YouTube stream. Go to the site. Is it working?
Yeah, but why was live?
But is the chat different or is it the same
It's
chat?
different now.
Okay, so I'm just going to turn the iPad off then. Is it? Okay. Okay. Sorry about the technical difficulties. We are now officially live. So hopefully you guys made it back into here. Okay, connected, but still gives a loading icon. All right. I apologize for that. We've tested this multiple times and have not had Wi-Fi issues. So it's storming outside now. So I don't know. Maybe that is what is causing that. All right, working for you guys. All right, we are going to go ahead and get started. Yeah, so a storm just came through. So I'm guessing our Wi-Fi just slowed down right at the worst time possible. Awesome. Toro said it's working. That's great. So thank you guys for dealing with that. We've prepped this and practiced this so many times. Gabriel says it's working. Awesome. I'm super excited you guys are here now. That makes me happy. I literally was like, everything's smooth. We should be good to go. And then like it started storming and then we just like lost Wi-Fi literally right at 7 o'clock. So that's awesome. But all right, yes, technology can be a pain. That's just so funny. That's just literally classic. Like we've practiced this so many times now, but awesome. Thank you guys so much for spending 45 minutes to an hour with us here tonight. It's gonna be super fun. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen here, and we will get ready to dive. So yeah, so for starters, if you guys have any questions at any time throughout this, go ahead and just put them in the chat. Liv's in here with me, and she's gonna make a list, and then at the end, we're gonna go through all the questions you guys have, because I really want to make sure we get everything answered. Secondly, like this presentation is gonna be very tactical. I want you guys to leave here today with everything you need to be able to implement this add-on system into your business, so that you can get this going immediately. So like this is going to be a really heavy like 45 minutes. So just make sure you guys are zoned in and paying attention. Like I know I'm easily distracted, but like this is going to go really fast. I'm really excited. And it's just going to be like a lot of notes probably. So really excited about that. And that's why I want to have that Q&A session at the end for you guys to just leave any notes or any questions at all. But yeah, so that's just for starters on everything. But yeah, so a little bit of who I am. Obviously, you guys follow us mainly on Instagram, so you guys probably already know a little bit. But yeah, so I'm Isaac Beachy. I live in Greentown, Indiana. This is a one stoplight town where we're at. We have a Chinese restaurant, a pizza place. There's not much to it, but we love it. It's quiet and it's great. Other than when it storms and you lose Wi-Fi, of course. But yeah, so hobbies, we love hiking, biking, kayaking, anything that has to do with outside. We love it. And so fun fact, I'm training for a half Ironman right now. So I'm learning how hard it is to swim. So all of you people who are swimmers, I envy you for that because that's way harder than I thought it would be. But yeah, so my wife obviously is Liv. She's absolutely amazing. We got married on New Year's Eve of 2021. So a little over 4 years, which is crazy how fast time flies. But we love to travel. Obviously, who doesn't love to travel? So this is a fun photo of us from last fall or early fall or something like that at Glacier National Park. That's wrong. It was in the summer. And then this is just a fun branding photo of us. So we don't travel a whole lot for weddings. So we like to stay close to home, but outside of weddings, we love to travel for everything like that. But yeah, so we are Beachy Photo and Film. That is our wedding business. So we are a photo and video business. And so I do photo, Liv does video. So that's how we do it a little bit differently. I think a lot of couples, at least the ones that we've ran into, are actually vice versa. So that's kind of fun. I always say that Liv is like the strongest part of our team. Like my photos are pretty good, but her videos are just insanely good. Like she's an animal on the video. So I always love to say that. But yeah, so this is our 8th wedding season. 2026 will be our 8th year shooting weddings together, which is crazy to say. So the first wedding we shot was in 2018. We did it for free. We got yelled at, which it was just like a mess. We didn't know what we were doing. We were taking too long for photos. People were waiting for us for dinner. Like all the stereotypical things of what not to do is what we did. But I guess that's what you get when you hire someone for free. But it was fun. We learned and we had to start somewhere in that. So that is what yeah, it was just cool getting to start together because it was really just my thing at the time. But Liv loved me and we were dating, and so she came along with me. But so our business journey. So after college or through college, I worked on the business like full time during in college. And then after college, Liv went to be an ER nurse, but I still worked on the business. So that was really nice. We had her nursing it up and me trying to grow the business. And then in 2024 is when things really pivoted a lot for us. So in 2024, Liv quit her job to start working on videos on the wedding side full time with us. She realized that weddings were more fun. And also a big pivot for us that year was that we both stopped doing both. So originally we were both shooting photo and video on the wedding day, which was like it was a mess. And then one day we attended a wedding and we saw a photographer and a videographer. And so we were like, oh, we should be doing that. So that was a big pivot year. And so in 2024, we did $77,000 in weddings. And then last year in 2025, we did over 200,000. I don't say that to brag. I just say that because that goal is really important to us, and how this whole add-on system really came to be was setting that goal and hitting that. So we're going to talk about that a lot. But just to kind of show the transformation from one year was a lot of progress, obviously. So this whole talk, obviously, as you guys know, is going to be how you can add more money, make more money by upselling add-ons to your clients that you already have booked. So super excited to talk about this. So for starters, obviously, like I said, in 2025, our wedding goal was to hit 200,000, and we were stuck at 175 with 30 wedding days, 30 weddings booked. So the previous year we had only shot 17, and that was the most we had done up to that point. So we were like, 30 is our max. We don't want to do more than 30. We were actually doing 31 because we were shooting a free one for a venue, and so like we weren't comfortable doing more, and we weren't sure like how our systems were going to work for more than 30. So we didn't want to book more dates, but we wanted to make more money to hit our goal, obviously. So obviously, to make more money, you can either book more clients or you can make more from each client. And so I was like, that's what we have to focus on. And so that's really where all this learning came to be. And so what we did in summary of what we're going to talk about is our goal really forced us to have to figure this out because we had the goal of the 200,000. So we realized we had 30 couples who we could sell more to, like they were locked in with us. And so I really just forced myself to learn how can I bridge that gap with the extra $25,000 from just the book couples that we had to hit our goal. And so I started offering a lot more value to them than they originally had through upselling add-ons with us. And so kind of like I just wanted to define kind of what upselling is upselling is just adding more value to your clients off of after what they booked the wedding day. So like they booked the wedding day with you. That is like the initial sell, but everything on top of that, if you upsell to upgrade the package or add on add-ons, then those are like upsells. So I use the word upselling a lot in this. So I just wanted to kind of quickly define that. Um, so how it all went, obviously, like you guys saw, we exceeded our goal of 200,000. The grand total of upselling and add-ons we did was 28,500 in add-ons and package upgrades, which was crazy that that all worked out. And the craziest turnaround that we had was we took one wedding originally booked at $6,900 and took it all the way up to $15,045, which is so crazy. And I'm so like blown away by that. And like in the best way possible because we gave that couple everything we possibly could. They bought everything from us and like they got so much value from us. And so that is what made me realize that like we weren't selling enough to our couples because they were happy, but they were way happier to spend more money with us because they got so much more value out of us. Like we offered everything we possibly could to them. And one caveat to this is this was not like a luxury wedding. This was in our like just outside of our small town. Um, we were just the most expensive part of the day. So that's just where like couples will buy more if you offer it to them. And that was like the biggest takeaway for us was like we realized that we as photographers and videographers had not been serving our couples to the max. And couples are wanting more. Like they will buy more. And so we just have to give them a chance to buy. And that is like our job as a photographer and videographer because we hold their moments. Like we gatekeep their moments because we're the only ones to offer them more. So that's what's awesome and beautiful about it, but also a little bit scary. Like we are in charge. Like we have the duty to do so. So my promise to you guys, as we dive into the nitty gritty of this, is no matter if you're at $300,000 plus a year or less than $30,000 a year, in bookings for weddings, you will absolutely make more money this season by applying this add-on system. Like absolutely, positively. So super excited about that. So step one, mindset and goals. Absolutely have to talk about this first because if we did not have the goal of hitting 200,000, we would not have. We would have been at 175 and we would have been perfectly happy. We would have been like, that's a big number. We're cool. That's it. And but because we had that goal, it made us like have to find a way to get there. And that's what's amazing about like setting a crazy goal. And I would like totally recommend to all of you like set a crazy goal and force yourself to find a way to get there. Because it's going to make you have to think outside the box. Like we had never thought about all these add-ons until we had to find a way to get there. So that's the beauty of like setting a crazy goal and forcing yourself to get there. Like it's fun to write it, but then it's like, oh man, we got to get there. So absolutely setting a goal have to do. So the other starter point for this is like we all have heat levels in our business for where clients are at with us. So like the cold audience is couples who've never heard of you, they haven't seen your Instagram. The warm audience is couples who follow you, they digest your content, they viewed your website, maybe even inquired with you. But your hot audience is where we're focusing today. And these are couples who already trust you, they've bought from you. And that's why we're focusing on them because they're easier to sell to again because they've already given you money, they put their trust in you. And so we just have to give them the opportunity to buy. And so like we have the duty, like I said, to give them the opportunity. So we have to craft the offer and craft something irresistible to give to them. And that's what we're going to be talking about in like the touch points to be doing that in. So upselling is serving. Like you are serving your clients if you're upselling them and offering them more add-ons. Because if you're not, then nobody is. And so that's the beauty of it. And it's not icky. Like your clients, you're serving your clients if you're making them more offers. Like nobody's gonna be mad about it. And that's awesome. So there's something like in their heads right now that they want, like that your clients want right now. And there's some things that they didn't know they wanted. And it's your job to offer it to them. So I'd love it if you guys put a heart emoji in the chat. If you'd be super excited right now, if you're a photographer or videographer, if you've been married or if you're getting married or you want to be married, so you're like a custom package offering you some extra footage from the wedding day, extra photos, an extra like bridal session or anything like that. I personally know if our photographer or videographer offered us that, I would spend more than our monthly allowance on something like that. 100%. We've talked about that, like, because they're the only ones that can offer it to us. So, and that's just like a beautiful thing. So, yeah, I love that. I see lots of hearts in the chat, so that's sick. That's good to know that you guys are feeling that too. So I'm glad it's not just me. But so yeah, and a great thing to think about this is to think about Chipotle. So we went to Chipotle 52 times last year. That was a real stat. We added up, which is kind of hilarious. We don't eat up much, but when we do Chipotle. But so we never noticed this upsell till literally 2 weeks ago when I was putting together this like whole presentation, and it was actually Liv that noticed this. She was like, "Did you notice what they said to you at checkout?" We had never noticed this, but I don't know if you guys have. Maybe you guys have noticed this, but maybe it's just us that haven't noticed this. But what they say at checkout is they ask you, "Do you want chips and a drink?" Like that's it. They ask you if you want chips and a drink, and they actively make you say no to not get it. Like they make you say no, and then they ask you if you want queso in the middle of the line. So like they have two separate times that they upsell. And they offer this upsell to everyone, and no one is mad about it. And that's what's amazing is like we think so hard about what we're offering to people. We think like people are gonna hate us if we make the offer. I used to be so scared to make the offer and ask people, but at the end of the day, like no one's mad about it. I've never been mad at like, man, I cannot believe Chipotle just offered me chips and a drink. Like how rude of them to offer me chips and a drink. And you know what? Most of the time we buy chips and a drink. So that's just what's so funny. And like obviously Chipotle is a multi-billion dollar business. So like thinking about a lot of times if you see big business doing something, there's usually a way you can replicate it inside of your business. And that's what's really beautiful. So today we're going to talk about, I just love the metaphor of Chipotle, but so here's our touch points on kind of how we did it. And these are the three main spots that we're going to be breaking down today on each of the touch points and where we offered upsells and how we did it. So the first touch point is the pre-wedding timeline call. The second one we're going to dive into is like the meat and potatoes, is like my favorite part, and that is the post-wedding add-on package. And then the third one is the archive project offers. So to kick it off, we're going to dive into the pre-wedding timeline call. This is the easiest one to implement, but also so effective. So what is it? I'm guessing a lot of you guys have these in your timeline or workflow with your clients, but a pre-wedding timeline call for us is we're just going over the timeline and the details of their wedding day. We're just really connecting. We usually have it a month out from their wedding day or a little before that. And now we just use this as a time to also offer add-ons in this call. And so I'd love it if you guys go ahead and put in the chat if you guys have a pre-wedding timeline call or not. Because if you don't, this is something super easy to add into your workflow. It doesn't have to be anything structured. It's really just a time, like I said, to connect with people, hear out what they have to say, and just talk to them before the wedding day. We just use it as a time to also to go over the timeline on everything. But yeah, so what we do is now we treat this pre-wedding call as if it was a sales call. So like on our sales call, we are solving problems. We are solving their problems in the sales call. And so now we're just treating this wedding timeline call like that. So we use this call as an opportunity to make them an offer that would solve some problem for them. And so that's what's so beautiful about this. So two offers that you can make super easily in this. So the first one is if you're going through the timeline and their timeline isn't fitting, or if they're interested in other add-ons, then you can just ask them if they'd like to upgrade to the full package or the full package upgrade. Because I know for us, like if our couple is interested in a second shooter or if they're interested in more hours, I know if they want just more hours or just a second shooter, they're going to get way more for their money, way more bang for the buck if they just upgrade to the next package up. Because the next package up isn't only going to have extra hours, it's not only going to have a second shooter, but it's also going to have extra videos, finer album, and just way more goodies inside of it. And so that's what's amazing about having like, at least three packages is that you can fully feel really excited about like, hey, if you want this, then maybe consider this because it's not too much more, but you're going to get a lot more. So that's option one, full package upgrade. And what you can do along with this is, or you can do this on its own. If you feel like if they're already at the top package, or if you just feel like they don't need the next package, then you can find a fit like an add-on that they would fit with and just offer it to them. Like it's as simple as like at the end of the call, after we go through everything, we literally just say like, hey, the add-on that we pitch most of the time is our camcorder add-on. I'm sure you guys have seen a lot of people on Instagram that have this, but it's just like where we give each member of the bridal party a camcorder, or not each member, one camcorder to each bridal party. So there's two camcorders out there, and they are just capturing behind the scenes, fun parts of the day, like the home style footage. So it's a great fit for a lot of people. Like it's just a really fun home style feel. So this is what we pitch a lot of times. We explain what it is to them. We explain why it would fit for their day. And we literally just ask them like, it costs X, Y, and Z. Would you guys like to add this on? It's as easy as that. You just literally just ask them. I think sometimes in business, we overcomplicate this so much where literally you're on the phone with them and you're like, hey, would you like to add this on? They say yes. And then boom, you just made an extra $800,000. So like, it's awesome. And what's amazing about this is I'm pumped for them because these add-ons are so stinking good. And the next package up is I'm so pumped for them because the next package is so good. And that's what's so important is just having amazing value in these. And the one thing I wanted to highlight is you can offer both of these. Like there's no reason that you can't ask for the package upgrade, talk a little more, and then offer the add-on too, because they're not going to be annoyed. You've just given them an offer that they can get. You've offered them that chips and a drink and that queso. Like you've offered them all the goodies, and nobody's gonna be like, man, I cannot believe that Isaac just asked us if we wanted the ceremony film. That was crazy. I cannot believe that. Like nobody's gonna be like that. So yeah, don't be scared. The worst they can do is say no. So why does this work? So you already have their payment info, and all you have to do is just let them know, like, you're just gonna update their invoice. At least for us, they're not paid all the way in full at this point, since we're having it before a month out or month out. So, like, we literally just add it to their invoice, and then it just gets added to their next payment. So that's what's so beautiful about it, is all they had to do is say no, or all they had to do is say yes, and you take care of it. And also, closer to the wedding day is when, like, all those small things are just like you're just having to pay for all those small things. At least it was for us. Like, I feel like closer to the wedding day, like, all the small details are adding up, and you're just kind of in like the spinning flow of saying yes. So it just makes it even easier because you're just giving them one more opportunity. All they have to do is say yes. And like I said, worst case scenario, they say no, and they are not offended about it at all. Like, they're gonna the last sales call we had, actually, or the last pre-wedding call we had last week, the couple said no. Doesn't matter. I feel like sad for them that they don't get it because it's so awesome. But a lot of times people are gonna say yes. And so it's just like a numbers game. So yeah. So timeline call summary for this first one is, have a pre-wedding call of some sort. Treat it like a sales call at the end and look at what problems they have and how you can solve it with a package upgrade and or an add-on. Offer a full package upgrade, offer an add-on, and one caveat I really wanted to highlight on this is, like, if you do feel icky inside making this offer to them, like, you just don't feel right, if you don't feel like making the add-on offer to them or making the package upgrade offer to them, then what you really need to do is make your packages better and your add-ons better. Because if you feel so good about your packages, then you're going to be pumped about offering it to them because you just believe in it so much. We used to have this problem, but now, like, that I just believe in the next package up so much. Like, each package serves a specific person and a specific level that they're at, but like the next package up I know is just so much better, and these add-ons are so good because nobody's going to regret going all in on photos and videos of their wedding day. So if you feel that icky, then just try to upraise the value of it, so that way you can show up more confident and sell even better. So the next one is the meat and potatoes of this whole presentation. This is the post-wedding package. I'm so excited about this one. So what is this? So this is a package that you send to a couple after the wedding day. So this is an opportunity to offer major value in another package. So once again, we're going to solve more of their problems with this offer. So this is like your grand slam offer you've put together. So instead of just selling one add-on, selling a finer album, you're going to bundle add-ons and services all together into one amazing offer on a sales page. You're going to send it. It's going to be beautiful. So we're going to completely break it down every step of the way for this for you guys. So yes, most beautiful touch point that you can have with your clients. And so this was the biggest thing for us last year is, I realized that we should be selling our couples two packages and not one. We ourselves were only selling one package, and I was thinking through, like, how can we offer these couples more value since we have them booked? And so it all came down to this. And so instead of just offering, the first package being when you lock in their date, this second package being full of add-ons after the wedding day, like, just a huge touch point that everyone should be doing. Like, absolutely. So super excited to break it down. And yeah, so we as photographers and videographers, we work so hard creating that first package. Like, we put a lot of time into our pricing guide and the packages, what's in them, how does it look? But then we leave so much money on the table if we stop right here. And one caveat I wanted to mention is, like, this works for photographers and videographers. And that's the beauty of us being photo and video. We've done this on both sides. So don't zone out just because you're one or the other. Like, this absolutely works for both of them. So yeah, so the goal of this package, like I said, is to solve more of your clients' problems. That's going to be the best selling package, is the one that solves the most amount of their problems. So thinking, what do they want more of? What do they not know that they need? And or what would make your life more fun after just getting married? So just kind of getting in that headspace of, like, putting yourself in their shoes. What would they want? So I would love it if you guys comment below. Tell me what you wish your photographer or videographer offered you right now. Like, I would actually love to know kind of what you guys are thinking. And by getting in the space, you're going to be able to think about what you would want to offer to your clients. And so that's what's awesome. Personally, I would be pumped if our photographer or videographer offered us any sort of, like, extra film from our wedding day, or extra deliverable, or even like some sort of like adventure couples anniversary session. I'd be pumped about that. So yeah, and like I said, I would spend probably too much money on it. So yeah, so here's a complete breakdown of our offer. So our offer, we offer the full ceremony film, full vows film, full speech film, and then the FOMO video edit. So these are the 4 videos. The FOMO video edit is all the raw footage from the day broken down into one long video. So it's like a rough cut, but it has every single clip that Liv took, and then we highlight that it's delivered in an online gallery. They get 1 year storage. So the reason why we offer this as our package is because how we shoot our videos is the top packages have all these videos already in it, and then they also comes with the wedding film. But the bottom packages only have the wedding film, but we still record obviously these moments exactly as if we were delivering them, just because of how Liv likes to edit it. So also we outsource the editing of the basic edits, the ceremony, the vows, the speeches, because these are less creative ones. So we outsource those so Liv can pull creatively of all the pieces she wants. So we had all these videos edited. We outsourced, we didn't even have to do it. And they are absolutely beautiful with multiple angles and all the good audio. And they didn't have it. So this is like an obvious win for us. An obvious win for us because they didn't have it. And this is like a ton of value. So yeah, that is our offer. But this is not what obviously you guys have to offer. And I like to think in 2 different categories and thinking of the add-ons that we like to offer. So the first category is anything that you can still provide after the wedding, but not based upon how you showed up for the wedding day. So a fine art album, a bridal session, extended online storage, extended documentary edit, reception party hype edit, like those 2 on the end, like you could also outsource that so you don't have to spend more time on it, especially if it's in the middle of the season. And then the one I skipped, the heirloom box of 100 prints, like I absolutely love this one. If we were doing a photo add-on right now, I would absolutely do this one because I've always wanted to do like an entire box of like all the like a print of every photo I delivered on the wedding day. But that just seemed like it would cost a lot because it would print it would cost a lot to print. So there's like a smaller version of that, and I love that one. So that's category 1. Anything that you can still provide after the wedding. So the next package, or sorry, the next category to think of, I love the thinking categories, is anything that you captured on the wedding day that they don't get all of already. So for us, obviously, this is a speeches, vows, ceremony, first dances, raw footage edit, and then it could be like a full camcorder edit or a full Super 8 edit. So like if you're doing the camcorders or the Super 8, but like maybe they're only getting clips of it in their film, this is a great time to offer the full film. All the raw photos, full black and white gallery. Like these are just a few ideas. And maybe you hate these ideas. That's totally okay. There's hundreds of ideas that you guys can think of. I just wanted to list a few here and just list the categories I like to think in. But at the end, if you guys stay to the end, we're giving you all a free guide that has 50 ideas total, 25 for photo, 25 for video. And so I just wanted to give you guys like everything you needed. There's still so many more ideas that you guys can think of. I just wanted to give you a good starting place. So that guide we will send to you guys at the end. But yeah, so your package, we want this obviously to be like an absolute no brainer for them. People a lot of times have money after the wedding day from gifts anyways. Like a lot of times friends and family are giving gifts with money in them. So a lot of times this is a great time to offer a package anyways because they have some resources anyways. But also, if people don't have money afterwards, people will find a way to buy it if your offer is good enough. Like if you offer a package that's crazy valuable, they're going to find a way. Like because at the end of the day, people buy when they view the perceived value of something better or higher than what they would pay. So like it really comes into that. So like I feel so confident in our package that we offer, like because I know even if they are in a rough spot, like they're getting so much value in that that is worth the investment 100%. Because they're going to get to keep those for the rest of their life. So next is to test it. So you can, if you're not sure on what you want to offer, you can definitely pull your audience on Instagram. Like all of us have access to 50, 100, 200, 2,000, 5,000 followers on Instagram. And that's a beautiful way to test real quick on just a quick poll and like different items that people would want. And then you can even have like a polling tournament and like narrow it down. Like polls on Instagram are so underrated. Also, you can adjust this from couple to couple. Like I know it can be kind of scary starting it off. Our package shifted a lot last year when we first started. And we kind of shifted it. We started off with like some Super 8 in it. We started off, but we really narrowed it down to like the most valuable things and just tried to focus on what was working. So just because you start off doesn't mean you have to stay with where you're at. So the goal of this is to make it like so good that they would feel insane not to buy it. Like it's so good that they would like, man, why would I not buy this? So like you should feel so confident because of the amount of value in it. Also just thinking to yourself, like they literally cannot get this offer anywhere else. They can only get it from you. Like no other person can offer them these offers. And that's what's really beautiful. So like I really feel bad for couples when they don't buy our add-on. Like I really do because if they don't buy it, like they're not gonna be able to get it anywhere else. And it's just like it's so good. So make the price worth your time, and really evaluate your hard costs because if you're outsourcing it, if you have like a print or an album, like those things cost a lot. So make sure that you're charging enough that like you're getting out of it to make it worth your time. You're getting enough out of it to make it worth your time. So test your pricing for sure. So we started off our that package that I just went over at $890 last year. And then we went to 1200 because 8 9 everybody was buying it. And then everyone is still buying at 1200. So we went to 1890 and then it slowed down a little bit. So we went to 1500. And now this year we're starting off closer to 2000 now because people have been buying it. And so like if we hadn't tested it and we just stuck at 890, then we would not have hit our goal. We would have literally just been short of 200,000. So like definitely test it, especially if everyone's buying it. That's a clear sign that you need to raise it. Just remember through all of this that you are serving them by making them this offer. That's the most important thing to remember. So one of the most important parts of this is how to present it to your couple. So we want to really showcase its value through the sales page. Like we want to present it as if you were selling a wedding package, like putting it on putting it on a page that's easy to view for desktop or mobile, branded to your business, simple but like beautifully designed. We don't want to just send them an email with like, hey, here's some things that you can get from me. Like that's boring, especially if you're like selling something for a couple thousand. Like you really want to put in the effort to it. And also, like I'll talk about later, like we only have so many weddings. So like I wanted, especially with where we were at to hit our goals, like I wanted to go all in for every couple to make sure that they really see the value in everything, to raise the percent of likelihood that we would get the sale. So next is we want to make this a high touch website or high touch sales page or pricing guide or Canva page, whatever you end up going with. Like, and what I mean by that is really personalizing it to each couple. So not just a boring sales page. We want to make a separate page for each couple. So every time that we have a wedding, I duplicate our main page and then I personalize it to them. So I add their names at the top up here. You can see their names. And then all the photos and videos are from their wedding that's on there that is showcasing everything. Like these are gifts on here. I'll break down later. I also have a video of me talking on there. The video that is on there of me talking is the same video for everyone. So I'm not re-recording the video. I'm talking to the couple. I'm showing up. I'm excited about it. And I'm breaking down what's in the package and I'm telling them why they should buy it because I wanted to really drive home the value of it. And I just wanted to show up like and just be there for them. Because people are going to be as excited about it as you are. And also, obviously, in this new age, we all know that we skim info really fast. So I wanted to put all the info in as many places as possible for each person. So the video, super great. I love having that on there. And then one bonus thing that I did not know that we had been doing until Liv told me this. But so we put a gift together for each of the videos. But what she does is she pulls clips from she pulls clips from all of her clips that were not in the film. So for the from a video edit, she has clips that were not in their film, and those gifts for the ceremony, she has clips from the ceremony that were not in the full film. So like literally on the gifts on there, it has a sneak peek into what they could get of clips they've not seen, and that is so beautiful. So the more personal that you can make this, the better. Like just thinking of how you can show up and personalize it to them, because I want them to feel like when they open this up, like that feels like I wrote this for them. So yeah, you only have a few weddings. Like at the end of the day, whether you have 2, 5, 10, 15, 20, 50, like even at like the highest number, that is not a big number. Like that's not a lot of data to really work with this. So I just want to go all in on every couple, 100%. So next is we want to make this super frictionless. So think about like when you buy from Amazon, you click buy now, and that's like it. You click like one button, and then it just shows up like the next day. It's crazy frictionless. That's why they're amazing. That's why they're the best in the world. So once again, thinking like these big businesses. So on our page on here, I like to put a bunch of buttons that go straight to Stripe. I have multiple buy now buttons. You can use Stripe or Square, anything like that. But I just wanted a quick checkout page for them. So no extra emails. I don't want them to have to email me and then me send an invoice. Like that's just so much friction. I want them to be able to decide like right now, I want it, and then they can buy it. Exactly how buying online should be. And so also we have a payment plan on here. We used to not have a payment plan, but like places like Square and Stripe make it super easy to set this up. So we have a payment plan set up through Klarna. Took very little time to set up. And so now like couples don't even have to have all the money up front. And that's where we had some couples originally telling us like, hey, we're really interested, but we don't have all the money right now. And so that's why this is so nice. So they pay monthly or weekly to Klarna. They can pick the plan on there. And then, but we get all the money right up front from Klarna. So we pay like a little fee to them, but it's 100% worth it because now they can pay monthly or weekly and they don't have to have the whole chunk up front. And so we really highlight this in our emails, especially, and just letting them know, like, hey, you don't have to have all this up front, just so you know, to get into this. And so, yeah, absolutely make it frictionless, offer a payment plan. Next, we really want to showcase each item that's on here. So if you have like 4 or 5 items that you're offering, you want to showcase photos, videos, GIFs of each of these items. So like we don't want to just tell them, we want to show them 100%. I'm bad at this sometimes. I think about just writing it out. But we have to show them. And so like they're going to be as excited as you are. So if you're excited and you show up and you put work into it, then they're going to be excited about it too. So like if you have an album that you're offering and have like sample photo, have a mock-up of their photos in an album, have like videos of you like flipping through albums, have sample photos of albums, like really go all in on each thing. So anything that you're offering, just make sure there's photos or sample photos of some sort, or videos or gifs, or videos of you holding it, or like any like personalization. Really showcase what you have to offer here. Next is urgency. We want to only offer this for so long. This is super important. Like we don't want to make this amazing offer and then just be like, you can buy it whenever. Like, because we want that urgency to really push them over to the buying side and like force them to make that decision. And also, like personally for us, we don't want to have to be editing this video like a year from now and finding their footage and seeing where it's at. So we offer this for 7 days. The header of the page, where I say, hurry, this is live for 7 days. And then I change the header on the last day, hurry, this is live till midnight. And so like this is a real urgency. And so that's the other thing is like make sure that you tell them why it's only available for so long. And like the reason can really be about anything for us. Like it's literally that we archive their footage after so long. Like it's not our computer. So it would be really annoying and a lot of work for us to go dig that up. And so that's why we offer it for so long. But yeah, if you just let them know why you're only offering it for so long, that's really important too. So next is the offer stack. As you guys saw when I broke down our offer earlier, we're listing each item in here, and then we're showing them the value of each item on here, and then we're showing them the total value, and then we show what they pay. So this is super awesome because it's a great way to just showcase everything they're getting at one time in one spot, because your whole page is breaking this all down, but then it's like boom, you get all this right here. And so that's super cool. Absolutely love these. Super easy to do, and it just really conveys that value really fast. And especially for them because like they know when they were buying booking us for the wedding, like they know that the ceremony film was $2,000, and they know the vows film was $2,000. So like this is real. They know like the value of this is $8,200, and they get it for $1,500. Like that is a crazy steal. And it's only offer for valid for 7 days. Like that's a crazy offer. So offer stack is killer. Yeah, so I want to show you guys a quick live sample of oops, sorry. Oh, here we go. So I want to show you guys a quick live sample of what ours looks like. So this is everything I broke down. Also, if you guys stayed to the end, I'm also going to give you guys our sales page template. It's going to be a template of this where you guys can put in your logo, your font, your colors, your everything if you're on Showit. If you're not on Showit, you can still use this as a sample to build it in whatever you're in. But yeah, so up here you can see we have their names up here. I have a video of me talking right here. Any of these buttons are going to take them to Stripe to buy, which is awesome. And then these are the gifts, once again, of the vows film, the speeches film, the ceremony film. So each of these are clips, again, that like we're not in their film, which is so sick. We break down how it works, and then the offer stack at the end. So like I said, we're highlighting the buy now button is in little places everywhere for them. So that's super cool. Super important. So moving on, really important thing to think about is when you send this to your couples. So we want to send it when and time it when they are at like their point of greatest deprivation, or what I like to think of as when they would want it the most. So for us, send a soft offer after the wedding before they get anything. So like after the wedding, they haven't got anything from us. We're going to offer it there. And then we're going to offer like the full offer after they get their wedding film from us, which is the last touch point they have. So they're not getting anything else from us. So we send it when they've not gotten anything, and then when they're not getting anything else. So like the two greatest points of deprivation are when we send it. So this is our first offer. And so there's a lot of stats on like the PS line being like the highest converting line in your email, which is really funny. So this is an email that we send as the video side of things that Lyft sends, and she's just offering for them to pick their song for the wedding day. So we send this a day or two after the wedding, and then the PS line we just are like, hey, by the way, we recorded this. If you want more details, let us know. So no big deal if they don't respond to this. They don't have to respond to it at all. Even if they do respond to it and they don't mention it, no big deal at all. But what's awesome then is if they do respond to it, like, hey, we would love more details, then I will send them the full sales page and the full email highlighting this info. So it's just like a soft offer. It's just like, hey, by the way. And so this, I love the PS line. We've booked a lot of the work and gotten a lot of the sales from the PS line. But when they don't buy from the PS line, which is totally fine, that is when we send the full offer after they get their video from us, which once again is the last touch point they have with us. And so in that email, we're going to highlight what they get. We're going to explain the urgency of everything, talk about payment plan options. And the only link in this is the link to the sales page. So lots of info. So this is it. The catchy subject up here, explaining the why. We're breaking down right here everything that's in the package. So once again, I'm just like giving them all the info and as many places as possible, because I know they're going to skim here. They're going to go to the sales page and skim there, and they're going to go to a Stripe page and skim there. So like I'm just trying to like put the info everywhere. And then at the bottom, really important, I just say like, hey, we would love for you to have these to watch on anniversaries, share with your family, show your kids, because I do like I want them to have these films. Like they're absolutely beautiful. Liv is so freaking good at the videos, and like they're just beautiful, multiple angles and the audio. Like man, 50 years from now, you're gonna so regret not having these films. You're just gonna be like, man, I wish I could look back on it. So yeah, I'm just being real with them. And so next is following up. Absolutely have to follow up with people. Like people don't respond for a lot of reasons. You guys know this as like photographers, we get ghosted all the time. And so like people a lot of times might just have thousands of emails in their inbox, or they might just put it off. They might see it and forget about it. Or maybe they just never saw the email. And so like it's our job and our duty to get to the top of their mind. So most of our sales actually came after following up. And so that's what's so funny is I used to feel so scared about sending it. But at the end of the day, once again, we are serving the couple by making them this offer. And so we followed up on the last day the offer was active. So day 7 in the morning, I was just saying like, hey, by the way, this is live till midnight. We'd love for you to have it. And that's really it. And that's what got us most of the sales on that, which is so funny. I was always so scared of it. And then they'll buy and they'd be happy. So it's like, can't be scared of it. Once again, we're not gonna be mad when Chick-fil-A, or I'm sorry, when Chipotle offers us chips and a drink. Um, it's just white noise to us. And then if we buy, then we're happy. So we're just making the offer. So this year, I would definitely be following up more. I imagine we lost some sales because we only followed up once. And that's something I realized at the end of the year. I was like, we should be following up more. So this year, I'm going to focus on writing more emails, showcasing the value with the call to action to buy again. So just showcasing what's in the package again, showcasing why it's so good, showcasing maybe some reviews of the package, anything like that. So like you're not literally just like, hey, buy it. You're just like, hey, this is what's in it. And you can buy it here. So that's like a game plan I'm working on for this year. I'm really excited about. Just because the following up is so important. That's something we've been doing a lot on the inquiry side of our business. So when a couple inquires with us now, you can ask me more about this later, but we use Honeybook Automations 2.0. And so we use it so that it will follow up with the couple 9 times in the first 14 days after they inquire, and then it'll stop following up if they book a call with us. So it's raised our conversions a lot. So yeah, I'm big on following up right now. So the summary of the post-wedding package, the second touch point out of the 3 we're going to talk about is number 1, you're going to put together an incredible package of add-ons that really solves your client's problems. You're going to put a package on a sales page, make it look beautiful, build that urgency through there, show them the value with an offer stack, and then send it when they would want it the most and make it absolutely frictionless for them to buy, make it super easy, and then follow up with them and follow up probably more than once because that's what I'm going to be doing this year. So, yes. The third of the three touch points we're talking about today is the archive projects. So, what this is you're going to be making an offer to any of your past clients. So, anyone that is not from the current year, could be from any year. And so, these are all part of your hot audience, once again, because these are all people who have bought from you. They trust you, they like your work, and they want to buy you from you again. They know what it was like working with you. So, yeah, they're all in your hot audience. So, at this point, we were literally one sale away from 200,000. Like we are at 199,000. It was in December. We had done all of our weddings and I was willing to do anything to get there. I was like, I will do anything to get us over the finish line. We're so close. No way we're finishing at 199. Like that is not happening. And so I realized that the package was selling so good, but we wanted to offer it to more people. And so that's when it hit us. I was like, wow, we were leaving money on the table by only offering this to our current clients, and we need to offer this to our past clients. And so that's exactly what we did. And it worked. So we sold the same package on a Christmas special for 7 days, same sales page, same offer structure. We just spiced it up for Christmas and the Christmas season. And this was the final move to get us over our goal. It sold. It was awesome. It was like we got the last infinity stone and like we sold and hit the 200,000 goal. I just really wanted to cross that line, and we just offered our couples more value, and our couples were happier from it. So I plan to do this every year for our couples. Even the couples that have bought, we're just going to make new offers because we have, once again, we have the duty of doing that because nobody else is going to be making them the offers from their wedding day of their photos and videos. And so that's our job to serve them through that. The second spot that we started doing this in is I realized we don't have to wait for holidays. Like anniversaries are a huge hack. And so now we send out cards monthly to our past clients. So Liv actually handwrites them because my handwriting is terrible. But so we handwrite them. We just say like happy anniversary. We give them like 5 prints. We just print off with our printer, and then we put a QR code in there with that they can see and that takes them to the offer. And what's awesome is a lot of times, even if people don't buy, they're still so excited about the prints. They'll like post a picture on Instagram on their story, and then automatically there we go, we get access to their audience. So that's super cool. And so that's what's amazing. I love this one so much because we all love getting mail, like not junk mail, but like real mail that's printed to us. And like I always get excited if like we get a card or something, and I'm like, oh man, it's like handwritten. Like what's in here? There's something good in here. So yeah, I love personal mail, and so these are super easy because what we do is we batch these at the start of the year. So we look at when it's everyone's anniversaries. Liv will write them all out. Put the prints in them. We print them all out, put the stamp on them, and then there's categories like these all send out in January, these all send out in February. So let's get them on the month of the anniversary, not like the exact date or anything. So yeah, these are super easy and amazing. So the summary of the archive projects is you're going to make an offer to your past clients on holidays and or anniversaries. You're going to make it super personable, make it amazing, and continue to do it year over year because you're going to get better and better at this. You're going to have more and more clients. So maybe in 5 years, you're going to have a ton of clients to send it to. So that's what's super awesome. And if our photographers still I love it when people send us mail. So I would not be mad about if somebody was making me an offer every year, but I got prints. That's a win. So that's super cool. So final details, worst case scenario in all these, they don't buy. Maybe they said no. Now you know they got enough value from you already. And so it's a win-win. So, and now you know, because my biggest fear now is if I don't make an offer, then like I will never know if they would have said yes. So it's like that FOMO, like of man, I didn't offer them. I didn't do my duty of making them the offer, and now I just won't know. So that is worst case scenario to me, is not knowing. So and all this, how you show up really matters. Your clients are going to match your excitement. Most couples haven't been married before, so they don't know what to be excited about. So like if you show up and you make it a big deal on your sales page, your copy, social media, and you're just hype, they're going to be hyped too. And they're going to show up excited about it by showing you that they want to buy. So it's a win-win. How you show up really matters and everything. So we hold their moments. Like we have their moments. We have their photos. We have their videos. And it's our job to offer it to them. They trust you. If you put together something truly irresistible, people will buy, and they're going to like you more for it. So once again, they can only get these memories through us. That's the most important thing to think about. And you are not serving them if you're not making them offers. So you're going to serve your couples more this year. That's what's awesome. So your to-do list is at your next pre-wedding timeline call to sell, offer an add-on, offer a package upgrade. And the second thing is put together an incredible post-wedding package. Put a sales page together, put some awesome packages or add-ons together in one awesome package. And then the third one is to make an anniversary or holiday offer to your couples. So free for you guys. After this call, you're going to get an email with the sales page template. So this is a template with, you can put your brand, your logo, your colors, everything. If you're on Showit, if you're not on Showit, I'm sorry, this is a Showit only, but you can still get it, open it up, and then either make it in your platform you're on or ask a designer to make it in your platform. Also, you're going to get the add-on idea vault full of 50 ideas, 25 for photo, 25 for video, just to get you guys started thinking on what you can do. But so what we just built together was number one, how to sell at a pre-wedding call. Number two, how to offer a full add-on package after the wedding. And number three, how to sell to couples from past years. So now you can add thousands of dollars, literally, in add-ons from weddings you've already booked. Last year, we did $28,500 in add-ons. I fully believe in that you guys can do that too. So that's super awesome. Like you guys are geared up and ready to go. But the next question is, how do we make the whole business work like this? Like not just one piece. Like how do we make the whole business really serve the client and build a system around it for each step? So the bigger problem is upsells alone don't fix inconsistent inquiries. They don't fix not having irresistible packages. They don't fix not having a sales system to book clients at premium prices throughout the entire client process. And so this add-on system is really powerful, but if inquiries are random and your packages are confusing, you'd still stock at like 30, 60,000 or wherever you are. And so that's why we're officially announcing now the wedding business game plan. So what this is going to be, this is going to be a 7-week live mentorship for only 10 people. And this is a first round through. We're doing it. Super excited. So we've been testing a lot of frameworks and everything with mentorship. So we're super excited to put this all together into this wedding business game plan to work 1-on-10 with you guys week after week for 7 weeks. And so our goal is to build the systems that we've been implementing into your business so you can earn your first $100,000 this year in weddings. So I'm so excited about this. We've been doing a ton of work to put everything together. And so to kind of break down everything that we're going to build together in the 7 weeks is number one is packages. The package is the core, the heart and soul of your business. And without the right package, your clients aren't going to be served right. You're not going to be able to charge the prices you want, and you're not going to be able to book the weddings you want. So we want to build packages that stand out from the crowd because at the end of the day, everyone is pretty good starting off now. So you have to really show up and show how you can serve them. And so like our goal is to make your packages stand out by not offering what everyone else is offering. If you're offering the same thing everyone else is and the same like 5 things, then people are just price checking you. But when you start offering and serving them in other ways that they're not expecting to be served, then you're an individual and they're not gonna be able to price compare you. So that is like the biggest thing that we want to do right away. And then we want to make sure that your pricing is set up for profit because so many times, a lot of times we're setting up our goal to book as many dates as possible, but we're not focused on making the most amount of money. Because at the end of the day, our goal is to serve our clients and make the most amount of money possible because we have to run a business. And the more money you make in your business, the more ways that you can show up and serve your couples. So money is not a bad thing. I think so many times we think the money's bad. Money is good. So, and we can use it to serve our couples better. So that's what's amazing. Number two, we want to focus on getting you guys consistent inquiries week over week by getting you a simple, repeatable marketing plan and really optimizing your Instagram and website to turn into a funnel to lead everybody into your inquiry form and then into your sales call form or into your sales call for them. And so we want to set up your inquiry tracker and marketing scorecard. So this way you can track your inputs, what you're doing, and then you can see your outputs of what happened. And this is the most beautiful thing for me to have clarity on what we do because then I can see, wow, our inquiries are down last month. Well, probably because we didn't do a lot of the right things. Our inquiries are up this month. Oh, wow, it's because we did a lot of the right things. So like it's very simple to track. We're going to pick a couple of things that you're going to work on and you're going to be able to see the inquiries grow with that. That's what's so beautiful. Tracking is like the most beautiful thing. So without consistent inquiries, you can't shoot the work that you want and you can't charge what you deserve because if you don't have the demand, then you can't charge enough to be able to push people away and say no. Because at the end of the day, The way to charge more is to be able to say no to the people who aren't willing to pay it. So the third stop, main focus is the sales and client experience. So this is where we're going to really learn a clear system to lead your client through from inquiry to booking. So a sales call script, so you can confidently sell the package at the sales call. That solves their problem, because at the end of the day, a sales call is listening to the couple, asking the right questions to really learn what they want, and then to be able to book them on the call. That's the biggest thing, because so many times, even if you have some sort of script, you're probably not booking them on the call. It took me so long to figure that out, because we would have couples say, yes, we want to book, and then they wouldn't book because I'd send them the contract after. So the main thing is you had to book them on the call. Super excited. Then we're going to break down and fully set up your HoneyBook or CRM with the automated follow-up. Automated follow-ups are the most beautiful thing now, with logic inside of HoneyBook, so that it knows when they book a call with you, so it stops following up. Because it's hard to follow up on weekends when you're shooting at weddings. It's hard to follow up on Sunday if you're taking a rest day, and on the week when you have a million other things to do. So optimizing your follow-ups is so important, because we work so hard to get those inquiries. We're going to do all that work on the marketing, but we have to show up on the back end and follow up. And that's the biggest leak that we had for the longest time, was we were doing all this work, but then I would just like be mad at them for not responding to us. But it's our fault because we didn't follow up. You're going to get that. You're going to get the email scripts. So we can't be passive with sales. That's the biggest thing I want to drive home. We learned today that selling is serving, and we have to be more aggressive with it, because we have to serve them and letting them know how we can serve them. And so we have to show up and walk them through that process, because at the end of the day, you're the guide. You are the guide. You are the professional that is going to walk them through this. You're going to show them how you can serve them and how you can solve their problems. And so that is sales. Sales is so beautiful. I used to not know what the word sales meant, and now it's my favorite part of the business, because it gets a bad rep. People think it's icky, but at the end of the day, it's serving your clients, and that's what's so awesome. So what does this actually look like week to week? So this is going to be 7 weekly trainings live. So we're going to do it live. So it's not just a video. It's me showing up like this with you guys, and we're going to talk live. We're going to go through different trainings each week: marketing, sales, packages, website, HoneyBook, client experience, everything. And then we're going to have another call the same week, breaking down a Q&A. So that way we can look at what you guys have worked on, and then I can answer your questions on what you have during it. You're going to get 6 months replay access. So that way, if you can't show up live, or if you want to go back and watch it, then you have that. Also, you're going to have 7 weeks live Slack access to me. So that way you can message me any questions you have while you're building it. What I'm really wanting to do is side with you guys on this. That's why we're only accepting 10 people, because I want to be really individualistic with each person, and make sure that we are able to build this 6-figure business with you guys. So this isn't a pile of videos. We're literally building the system together, and that's what's awesome. So everything, all the like done for you assets you're actually going to get. So you're going to get our sales call script. You're going to get our package creator toolkit, which is a beautiful way to really figure out what to offer to your clients and figure out the pricing with it. And then the other thing is you're going to get our sales page template. The thank you page template, which we now are starting to call like the step 2 page. So after couples inquire with us, they go to the like step 2, because I want them to know that the next step for them is to book a call with us. So the entire purpose of that page is to funnel them onto the call, the inquiry tracker, and the marketing scorecard, so that you can track your efforts and track what all is working from it. So also, the free bonuses that we're offering this first time through is our premium price guide template. We've been working with a designer to make a template for Canva and show it, so that it has everything in a sales page that we want to have in a sales page to really drive people to buying your package and seeing your value. You're going to get our wedding email and follow-up scripts, and then our HoneyBook automation setup training that we just talked about. So those are 3 bonuses we're offering this first time through, and I'm super pumped about. So also, we have a 30-day guarantee. So if for some reason you show up and you feel like you're not getting the value, I'm going to hop on a call with you, try to fix what's not working. And if we're not able to fix it, you get a full refund, because I don't want you guys to feel any risk in this. I want you to know you're taken care of. Like, I'm here to serve you guys in this. I'm so pumped about this. So I'm here for you guys. So everything you're going to get today: the 7 live training calls, the 7 Q&A calls, the 6-month replay access, the 7 weeks Slack DM access to me, HoneyBook automation setup training, the sales call script, the premium price guide template, the email and follow-up script vault, the thank you page template, the inquiry tracker and scorecard, and the 30-day guarantee. So a total value of $10,550, which is a lot. That is like so much. This is everything that we could possibly do to walk you guys and streamline you guys to getting $200,000 for the first time. Like, I want to guarantee like that you have all the tools that you need and all the trainings that you need. And so this is like the best package that we could possibly think of to put together. This is our grand slam offer to you guys. But for the founding member price today, you're not paying $10,550. As a founding member for the first time through, we're only offering this to 10 people. You're getting everything today for $1,900. So in the future, this is going to be 2x the price. But this price ends on March 7th. And then we're going to have our first live call on March 20th, where this is going to be the kickoff call to get everything going. So that way you can start to clear your schedule and get everything ready to rock and roll. So if $1,900 feels like a stretch right now, just remember, you just learned an add-on system that can bring in tens of thousands of dollars extra this year, that you can start applying. Also, remember that this membership will more than pay for itself after booking just one wedding. And that's what's awesome about our job is obviously it's a high ticket thing that we sell. Like, we sell anything from $2,000 to $10,000 to $20,000. And so like one of these wedding days is more than going to double for what you paid for this. So that's what's awesome. Also, there is a payment plan option, obviously. So that way you can start getting the value without having to have it all paid for right away. So that's awesome. So here's what you guys can do next. If you're on our website already, you can scroll down and you can see our whole sales page with all the info, and then you can click the buy now. There's the 2 payment plans options on there. And then I will be following up with an email after you guys buy with the next steps right away. And also, if you have any questions at all, put them in the chat. Or after this call, if you have any questions, feel free to email or DM me. But yeah, so scroll below, or if you're on a different device, you can scan this QR code. Or if you're like on YouTube and you don't know where this is happening at, it's beachviewfilm.com/join today. So that is everything. So now we're going to hop into the Q&A. If we've had any questions in the chat below. And I'm going to take a quick drinky. So I'm going to cancel my screen share here, and then we will hop into the chat to see if we've had any questions. Liv, do you have any questions for me? If you guys have any questions, feel free to. Oh, Liv just text me. Okay. Question 1. Elaborate on the pre-wedding timeline call for those who don't have one. Yes. So the pre-wedding timeline call is where we schedule a call with a couple a month or more out where we can just connect. So for us, I really just want to talk to them, especially if we've not had an engagement session. So that's goal 1, is just talk and be like excited about the day. Number 2 is walking through the entire timeline, making sure that they have all the details that they need from us and that we have all the details they need from them. Because on the wedding, obviously, you guys know there's a lot of small things that they might not have said that just come up in the call. So the goal is to walk through the timeline, walk through the details, and then obviously ask about the add-ons and the upsells. So number 2, we have a question, go over the camcorder add-on. Some of you guys were interested in exactly what this is. Yeah, so our camcorder add-on is where we give a camcorder to each bridal party, and they are in charge of filming behind the scenes throughout the day. And they most of the time what I tell couples is there's one member in each of your bridal parties that's going to be really excited about this, because usually in a bridal party, there's at least like one person each side that's like outgoing, and it's usually the person I want to have. And obviously they can share it, but I tell that person like they are in charge of this. And so they usually go really hard and they'll film behind the scenes of the day. And they'll also like film, which I love this. They'll film like the main moments. So like film the speech, they'll film their first dance. And so that way, like they have our amazing video, but they also have like this fun camcorder. So Liv will use clips of the camcorder in the full film, but also we will send them every clip that was taken. So all however many hours they take. So that's the camcorder. We give them a Canon Vixia HF5 something. It's really hard. There's a million of them. I could just use like a basic Canon one that like has an SD card slot, and I picked that one because I wanted a battery that would last long enough. And those batteries last all day. I do have spares in case they need them. But yeah. Number 3, we have, what website do you use for the upsell page? Great question. So I originally built this website on ClickFunnels, which is like built for this, but then I wasn't able to customize it easily. So that's when I ended up building it inside of Showit, which is like the best website provider I could possibly offer anyone if you're on the edge of switching or if you don't like where you're at. Showit is so easy to build inside and it's just so intuitive to my brain. Like obviously any platform takes a little bit of time. So Showit's amazing because it's like it really puts you in charge of the building process. So yeah, Showit is where we build it on there. I love it. Question 4, explain how you did the offer for the holiday specials. So yes, we on the Christmas special really took the same sales page that we had and we changed the offer a little bit for the couples because some of them might have already had some of our videos. So I really wanted to make a Christmas special offer that we could send to everyone, regardless of what they got from us. So we changed it when we had some more photo options in there. I kind of forget exactly what we had, but we just made it more universal for that. Next question, how do you guys get the freebies? The freebies will be automatically emailed to everybody who signed up for this. So it should be in your email probably now. Make sure to check your spam or junk. And if for some reason you don't get it, please email me because I want to make sure you guys all get that because my goal is for you guys all have the tools to implement these add-ons right away. So the next question is when pricing the packages, whether the main ones or the post ones, what is a good percent of profit from them? That is a great question. I don't have an exact percent. So I will tell you for us, our profit from this is the only thing that we put into it is we pay the person we pay to edit the basic films. But that also goes into like we're paying them that regardless of if they buy the upsell or not. So for us, that is it. That's like a couple $100s, and then the rest of the $1,500 is profit. So ideally, a lot of it is profit. I would definitely recommend making at least $1,000 from the add-on upsell. I definitely was charging way too little. I would say $1,500 is like a great point to aim for like the starting price. I'm not saying it has to be $1,500 profit, but if you're putting all this work into the sales page, showing up, making a video on it, making it personal to them, like absolutely, especially, I mean, depending what's in it, like I would definitely aim to charge $1,500 or something around there. So that is a great question. Okay, that is all the questions. Thank you guys so much for everyone who stuck to the end. That means the world to me. If you guys have any questions at all about the mentorship or even just this talk or the freebies, feel free to email me or DM us on Instagram at isaac.peachy. But yeah, thank you guys so much. Have a great night. And thank you so much for sticking around. I cannot wait for you guys to implement this and dive on in.